Hey folks, and welcome to another installment of Dave's Impressions. This time around, Tales of Berseria. These impressions were taken from playing the game for around 6 hours and 30 minutes. Enjoy! It may or may not surprise you to learn that I am a fan of anime. Most of my life I wanted to be a cartoonist, and upon discovering Ghost in the Shell as a teenager, I was overwhelmed to find that Japan made cartoons that explore adult themes and have a lot of nudity and violence in them as well. I've stayed a fan all these years. The reason I bring this up is because more than any other Japanese RPG series I've encountered, the Tales games have always struck me as playing through an anime series. I haven't touched one of these games since Tales of Symphonia on the GameCube, so I was curious to how I would react to the latest entry. While the combat system is full of intricate interplay between soul gauges, break arts, and stringing together an impressive looking and devastating combo, my experience consisted of the joy of mashing the face buttons of the controller one after another and watching Velvet do cool things before the enemies died. This was using the semi-auto setting of combat. Most of the time this will run your character into the correct range of the enemy so they receive the full brunt of the attack you've chosen to use once you press the button. There's also an automatic setting where the game plays the fights for you. I fooled around with this mode for a while. It works best when you let the AI choose for itself what is best for the characters it's controlling rather than try and program its behavior yourself. If you've fought an enemy before, Velvet will go on the offensive, staying in her demon mode as much as possible, sacrificing her health for high damage output. I appreciated this as it's consistent with her character. During boss fights, however, there was a lot of retreating and waiting around. Now this could be because the AI was being cautious due to the nature of the boss having destructive attacks, but my thoughts were that this was due to the AI not knowing what to do on a foe it hadn't faced before. In the end I chose to play on semi-auto, mashing those face buttons up close and personal, but the option to let the AI take over on a tough boss fight is appreciated. The tone of the game is a little odd. This is a tale of vengeance. Velvet has lost everything and the only thing she cares about is making the man responsible pay for it. What complicates matters is that his actions have ushered in a new era to the world and he is regarded as a savior, if not one of the most powerful people politically. Counteracting this is a cast of bright and goofy characters who you get to know through the short conversation vignettes that appear as you're running through the world. A series staple. While this tonal shift between dark and light should be jarring, it isn't. I think this is due to Velvet having not completely devolved into a vengeance monster, and all the characters influencing each other as the story continues. There's a small boy who's a Malachim that joins the party. Malachim are enslaved magic beings who could only be seen by those attuned to their presence before the events at the start of the game. Velvet sees her lost younger brother in him, and it seems that either he will keep her tethered to her humanity throughout this tale, or this link will be what finally sends Velvet over the edge when something happens to him. As this is the latest entry in a long-running anime RPG action series, my thoughts are that the developers were trying to use their established game formula to the best of their abilities. The battles are fun to play, the systems, while having the potential for complexity, aren't overwhelming for new players, and I want to know what happens next in the story. As this is another 40 to 60 hour RPG added to the critique list, I don't know, maybe look for my critique video on Tales of Berseria sometime in 2020? I'll do my best to get it out in 2018. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.